Actually, I'm just trying to be real with you.
At night, he's like, no, just let him just finger me. Like, we've been so close to like having sex. Like, no, you're telling me he's attracted to me and somebody else.
I just feel like you don't make an issue that somebody is say, oh, all the guys want me.
Stand up, say what yourself.
Big Brother hosted a welcome dinner for his children, and he informed the housemates in their brief to use this opportunity and unmask, in theme with their wager presentation of this week and the theme of the week as well, unmasking. Well, we'll get to know how much of unmasking happened at this dinner, but bear in mind that a lot went down. So all you have to do is get your earplug and let me take you through all the highlights of gossip and activities that happened at this party. On stepping into the arena, the housemates dived straight into item 7, which is food, food, food. Anyways, I do not blame them because even Big Brother himself informed them to come hungry. Although I expected them to have some speech, start on a very good note and then proceed. Anyways, while the rest of the housemates were eating, Isabella was more interested on securing drink for after party truth or dare. He actually went to Rude Boy telling him how can they sneak out drinks and save more alcohol for their truth or dare game, that she needs to be gingered, that usually outside of the house that she smokes every day. And coming into this house now, there is no smoke here for her to keep ginger the way she is on a normal day. So she needs to take more alcohol, more drinks to stay gingered. Isabella told Rude Boy that they need to keep on giving the viewers a show. And the only way that can happen for her is when she takes more drink. At that, she becomes excited. And when Rude Boy was trying to give a caution, she told him not to panic, that she's not going to go violent. That the thing is, let nobody go violent or physical, but you can shout. That's the goal, is just to give good drama. Anyways, while they were having that conversation, Imisi and Konyekayi on the other side were trying to get to know each other better, with Imisi asking Konyekayi what genre of music does he enjoy the most and who is his favorite artist. Imisi kept on saying anything Adekule Gold is cool for her, and Konyekayi at the other end trying to tell her what the kind of person he thinks she is from the music she listens to. But then a gossip was going on the other side of the arena, and I would like you to hear what this gossip is all about. Kola, Kanyekumi, and Culture, the three of them, we are having a conversation about Dede. And Kola said that he does not even know what Dede is feeling like, and that he's annoyed because it's the housemates, especially the guys in this house, that gave her that ego and pride. That when they came in, they started saying, oh, Dede is such a pretty girl, Dede with the face card, Dede is beautiful. And it got into her head that he heard Dede saying, oh, almost all the guys in this house want me. What are you people bringing to the table? Like more of the highest bidder should step forward. And he said it's the guys. He blamed it on the guys for making Dede feel like the it girl, that she's not even all of that. One thing I've noticed is that Kola actually is tripping for Dede because he can't go a day without talking about Dede. He said at this point, the whole isolation thing from Dede is beginning to look like a strategy. And to him, he will just say, this is this girl's strategy. And I'm like, bro, hold on now. It's still day too. Why are you concluding on what's her strategy? Just when I thought he was done talking about Dede, and Culture said, oh, the head of house is not even having it easy, that he was on the other side of the arena crying. Kola then switched it immediately, asking, what was he crying for? Is he crying because of Dede? But Culture said no, that he feels HOH is crying because of this whole welcome dinner. That this thing still feels so unreal that even him, he wanted to cry. But it now be like as if, oh, you saw HOH, now you want to cry. It's now beginning to look like crying is your strategy. He said it still feels so unreal that even while he was on stage when he had a handshake with Ibuka, that he didn't even believe it. Even when he stepped into the house, he was still feeling like they would say, "Oh, culture, leave the house. It's all a prank," something like that. That even up to this moment, he still do not feel like it's real that he's on this platform being watched by how many African countries. Well, Kola advised Culture that the best thing is just to make use of this opportunity because they just had their nomination. Nobody knows who is leaving next. It's just to showcase yourself for the little screen time you have. And then Culture said, yes, that there is something about you he really admires. That every morning, how you dress up, you like looking stylish. That whenever you step out, you'll be like, wow, this guy looks good. And Kola said, that's just the goal. That's the aim, to give a show, make sure you're in people's eyes. And speaking of Dede, Tracy were on the other side, sitting down, chilling. And Dede told Tracy that, the house is beginning to couple up. The housemates are beginning to couple up. Are you noticing how every guy is now standing with a lady? That very soon she might be the only one just sitting there looking at the rest of the housemates. And besides, there are 29. That there must definitely be one person who is not coupled up. And she might be that person that won't have a partner, a ship. And Tracy said, why do you think you will be the one when there are so many guys, admiring you, that she feels she will even be the one that at the end of the day won't have a ship or won't get into a ship? Well, Tracy then told Mide and Dede that can they join the rest of the housemates, because Dede was like, can we stand and dance? But Mide said she's not feeling the vibe. She's not feeling this dinner party. It's not going on for her. The music is not her kind of music. And at that, they just sat back on their seats, observing the rest of the housemates. Now, another highlight that I would love you all to hear about is Isabella and Konyekayi, or rather Konyekayi. I'm really finding it difficult pronouncing his name, but let's just go with KK. You all know who I'm talking about. You can look at your screen to see his picture. So he came to Isabella. They've been spending time together, sleeping on each other's bed, sleeping together, and at this party, KK just told Isabella that just like you're a lover girl, that him as well, he's also a lover boy. And although you're the first person he fell in love with in this house, that he now has an interest in another girl. That he now loves another girl. And here, I'm like, hold on. How are the both of you lover boy and lover girl? You are show now. Is that show? Because Isabella flirting and moving around with almost every guy in the house. How is she a lover girl? And you now saying you have your eyes on another person. How are you a lover boy? And Isabella then turned to Konya and said, no, you have to make a decision. You can't have your eyes on me. We can't be together and you have an interest in another girl in this house. No, that you should come with a conclusion. And Isabella is even telling Konya, I don't want to sound like a pick-me. I don't want to appear like a pick-me, but you have to make your decision. And I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? If you are giving him option of choosing between you and the other girl, that means you're still an option. You're still a pick-me. Are you not supposed to just move out and, trash him? Because what even gave him the audacity to come and start telling you he has his eyes on another person? Like, the guts. Anyways, Isabella went ahead to tell KK that they can't be sleeping together and sharing moments again if he doesn't conclude or have his option. And at that, she stepped out. Just when I was like, okay, maybe you've worked out for him to man up, Isabella then went to Thelma crying. Saying, can you imagine what this guy is telling me? That he has his eyes on another person. This is somebody that we've gone so intimate. We were even close to doing the do. In fact, he has used his fingers on me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, gosh, just in how many days? In how many days? Isabella told Thelma that this is beginning to trigger her, remind her the scar and scandal associated with her. And even Isabella herself told Konyekayi, I don't know, told KK that something like this have actually happened in the past, that it was supposed to be just a one night stand with this guy, but along the line they both fell for each other and they were together, and along the line the guy had to leave her for someone else entirely. And I'm like, wow. Anyways, Thelma was just there nodding, saying, "Oh, so you want him to, make a decision?" And Isabella saying, "Can you imagine? Okay, what if we did the do and this is what you're telling me today? Oh gosh, what would have the viewers said? She just made herself appear so cheap." While Isabella was having relationship problem, or rather should I even say flirting problem, because these ones are clearly not in love, Joanna and Denari on the other side were discussing business. So according to Joanna, she said she already had a bikini line almost at the verge of launching before Big Brother happened, and her bikini line is a kind of African infused, and Denari on the other side was trying to kind of chip in ideas on how she can even take it higher once she's out of the house. And like Denari has always said that he's a business person, he also told Joanna that he's a salesperson. He can sell anything. He can even teach you how to sell. That's one thing about business, brand marketing is all about value for value, giving value. Once you're giving value, people out there will definitely buy. And Joanna also said yes, that there was one like a sample that she brought in, but it didn't go well with her, so she decided to return the sample and come out with something better. Well, Denari said he's here for her when the show is over. They can always do something together regarding business. I hope it continues like this, because we have seen numerous scenarios whereby a particular housemate or set of housemates are friends, and before the show even ends, they become enemies, and when they are out, they won't even be talking to each other. Anyways, for the rest of the housemates, it was dance, dance, dance until Big Brother introduced a game they will play at the dinner, which is a game of props whereby you pick up a props and you go ahead to give it to whoever the prop suits. You can use maybe a story to back it up and all of that. Although Big Brother told them it shouldn't be a roast, they shouldn't see it as a roast, but I don't think the housemates got the idea behind this particular game, and I will explain that in a separate video I will make regarding how this game was played. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. If you watched to this very end, or rather should I say if you're listening to this very end, just say pop in the comment section, okay? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.